Today I'm creating a pinky warm tone neutral eye using the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. It's really pretty, shimmery, perfect for fall with an ombre nude lip. So if you'd like to see what I did to get this, just keep watching, and it's a really easy look. It's very easy to do, promise. Over top primed and concealed lids, I'm going to go in with the lightest color, then that pink color in the crease, that sparkly pink and the darker pink on the lid, the dark brown, and that dark shimmery brown will go over that, and those will be liners. So to start, using the lightest color under the brow and on the inner third, and taking that peachy pink color, and I'm starting to build up the crease. I am going to blend it down onto the lid just to kind of act as a base for the shimmery shadows that are going to go on next. So next I'm going to take, that's the lighter shimmer, the lighter shimmery pink color. I'm gonna buff that over the lid and up into the crease. That's mainly gonna be focused on that first half of the eye. I'm also gonna use it to blend too. Then I'm gonna take the darker color that you see, it's next to the pink one, and I'm going to apply that onto that outer half. And I built it up. I didn't want it to be too dark because I wanted to keep more definition at the lash line and just in the crease line. So I'm taking the dark brown now and I'm applying that like a liner. And I'm also going to take it on the same brush that I'm using, which is a small rounded pencil brush, and I'm going to apply that into the crease. It's a little bit more of like a carved crease look, although it's not a cut crease by any means, but I am keeping it more on the defined side. I don't want to diffuse it out too much. Having those shimmers down actually helps blend that dark color out a little bit. It gives it a little more slip, makes it a little easier to diffuse. You don't have to apply shimmers into the creases. I know that it kind of takes away the purpose of, adding depth there because light is so reflective. However, I personally am a fan of the way that looks. So that's what I'm doing, but you don't have to. You can keep it matte in the crease 100%. That would still look really nice. To clean up a little bit, I'm taking that white again, applying that at the edge of the crease and under the brow, a little bit on the inner corner, and then taking the lightest shimmery shade in the palette and applying that onto the tear duct area. And I can't speak today. I don't know why, so sorry. Next, I'm curling my lashes, and I'm going to go in with some mascara. I'm applying 2 coats of this. I'm not doing false lashes today. You definitely could, but I tend to do these when like my kids are napping or when they're sleeping. So trying to put the lashes on doesn't always end up working out. And I swear, I guess I need to like keep track of how many times I say I'm gonna, or I'm like, it kills me when I actually like watch these back or listen to these back. So I'm taking a little bit of the, those Stila liquid metal shadows. This is in the color Fig. It's a really pretty color. I didn't really apply much though, and I think it's definitely a step that you can skip. It didn't do much at all. So now I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow. Lightly filling in my brows. I didn't do anything too intense today. I kept them actually on the thinner side than I normally do. Light brush strokes at the front, blend it out at the edges, just filling in the gaps, not carving out or doing anything like that. I actually really like the way my brows came today. I normally don't do them this way. And then underneath, I'm going in with a little bit more of concealer. I have the same concealer that I used on my eyelids, the Danessa Myricks Concealer, and just cleaning that up slightly before resetting it with more powder. Once I'm done with that, I just take off the little gold eye masks. I can link those down below. Those are from Amazon. They're collagen masks. And I'm basically just going to buff in some skincare and slap on some foundation. It's nothing too crazy. Going in with some Sonia Roselli Beauty products. These are going to be water elixir first, then water oil. So I've also applied a bit of a lip mask on because my lips were feeling particularly dry. And for foundation, I'm using some more of the Sonia Roselli water oil to sheer out the foundation, and the foundation is Face Atelier, and I mixed that in with a bit of the Becca liquid highlighter. I used Opal today. So I like to create that mixture because it gives me a really sheer, glowy coverage. I don't like full coverage on myself personally, but here I'm also applying some concealer underneath my eyes and on any blemishes that I have. This is again the same concealer, the Danessa Myricks Concealer. I'm sorry I had to cut that footage out because I didn't realize I was pretty much out of focus and blurry the entire time. But I'm using the same foundation brush that I used to apply my foundation to blend out underneath the eyes initially, and then I use my fingers to help as well. For bronzer slash contour, I'm just going in with the same foundation that I used in a different color. Normally a 4, this is in the color 12, so it's a lot darker. I just go in with a very sheer layer of it to really buff out and give me a kind of suntan look. Next I'm going in with a more neutral toned, neutral to peachy tone blush. This is a cream blush, and again I'm applying that mainly on the outer perimeters of my face, although I do blend it in. I wanted to keep it pretty warm looking. I didn't want, you know, super pink cheeks, but I still wanted to add some more color back to my face. Under the eyes, I'm using the Makeup Atelier loose setting powder. Doing that underneath the eyes and also in my T-zone. I'm not going to bake. You can if you want. I don't particularly like the technique, but just applying that. Oh, actually, no, I lied. I didn't use Becca Opal. I used Danessa Myricks Serenity. I can tell by the shimmer that's Danessa Myricks, not Becca. Anyway, yeah, so now I'm going in and mixing a couple of different bronzers together. I don't know the names of these anymore, I'm sorry, but I'm just taking your typical warm bronzer, and I mixed it in with that gold shimmery shade. I wanted to give myself a lot of glow and a lot of bronzer for this look. So mix those together. I'm going in with that darker blush, again, focusing more on the outer perimeter of the face, going up into the temples and onto the forehead. Blah, blah, blah. You can see what I'm doing. For my lips, I do wish I would have blanked them out using my foundation because I feel like that rosiness in my natural lip color changed and altered the lip liner, you know, the overall color a little bit too much. I wish it would have looked a little bit more neutral, but I still like the look though. So I used Face Atelier lip liner in the color Spice on the outside of edges blended in, and then in the center I'm using Limelife in Light Natural, and I blended the two of those together to create, you know, basically the lip look that I wanted, the ombre look that I wanted. I think looking back now, even just the Spice alone would have been really pretty, but I wanted to do something a little bit different though. I swear I stop at the worst frames, like the most unflattering frames. I just make the most ridiculous faces. But this is me attempting to model. I think it's a really pretty look, and I like it a lot because it still, to me, looks very fall-like, even though it's more glowy and more bronzy. So I was very happy with it. Ignore the clump of mascara that I've got on my one random lower lash, but you know, you can definitely smoke out the lower lash line if you wanted to as well, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep the focus on the top. And then I realized too that I wanted to add a little bit of NYX, the suede cream liquid lipstick things, and this is in the color Cape Town, and I thought it just created a really nice median and blended the two lip liners together well. So yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day!